Man, it feels so good to be back. It feels like the last time that I posted a video to YouTube was about a month and a half ago, man. And I just want to come over here and be a little bit vulnerable because this is an issue that, I've been experiencing pretty much my whole content creating life, I get into the habit of getting on posting and then I get into the habit of just disappearing. But I made an oath to myself that I'm gonna continue with this journey. I'm gonna continue with this fitness content journey, not just fitness but just content in general. Just because like when I do it, there's something about me bringing out a message to individuals out there that I feel good about. There's something about me talking about my background and how I've gotten to where I'm at today. You feel me? So I definitely will be putting out more content. And it's not just gonna be fitness, it's gonna be lifestyle. There's gonna be a lot of things in it, man. But what's important is, to kind of get this message out there to y'all for anybody who is stuck right now or they need help, finding their purpose. And you just gotta keep at it. You feel me? You just gotta keep at it. Cause as far as me outside of, making content outside of fitness, everything else is going smoothly so far. You feel me? With my full-time job, my businesses that I run, some of the people that I mentor, everything is going smooth. But I believe just the content piece was the piece that was missing out of my life. So, I wanted to come in here and I wanted to sit down and just chat to y'all that like, nobody's perfect, man. Nobody's perfect. We all are on this journey just trying to be better. So that's what we gonna do, man. So I hope y'all like that little snippet of the initial workout that I did, man. I had a little arm day. And I was actually coming back from a back injury. I don't even know, this is like the craziest back injury that I honestly don't know how it happened, but like this is the craziest like tweak to my back that I've ever had throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? I've played football, I've wrestled, I've boxed, I've done a lot of, very heavy contact sports. But I don't know, man. I had my weight belt on and I was, doing some shoulder presses and, I was doing some bent over rows and, that night I went to sleep and I woke up in the morning, my back was all tight, you feel me? Like I felt like I snapped something. So it took me about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks to really recover. I'm feeling about 95% right now. But again, like I told myself, like, I'm not gonna let this little injury stop me, man. I gotta continue going, I gotta continue grinding. So that's what I'm finna do, man. So you see even in the back right now, I'm finna edit up and chop up the same video that you're watching. But that's all part of it, man. You gotta stay consistent, man, somehow, As far as my fitness, like I've always been consistent with that. My eating, I've always been consistent with that. But content is it's a different ball game, man. And a lot of people that say when you start making content, it's gonna be easy, man. All you gotta do is sit down and just record. It's not that easy, man. You gotta really take time. You gotta really dedicate, and you gotta really, show. You gotta prove to yourself that you can do it, man. Because there's times that you just sitting there thinking like, man, this may not work. This may not be something that I want to do. But look, I done invest in a whole bunch of gear throughout the years of me just experimenting with different styles of content, and just trying to grow. You feel me? So I made the investments, so I have to take advantage of the investments that I made, you feel me? And I was talking with my boy the other day and I'm like, look, man, my boy's a fitness coach as well. And I told him, I was like, look, we, God put us in the place where we got all the tools that we need to be successful, man. Some days that are extremely like busy for me, or some days that are extremely like hard and tough for me. At the end of the day, I come and I sit and I'm like, yo, like God has done so much for me, you feel me? So I'm very grateful for that. There's always gonna be high and lows, but at the end of the day, man, I'm truly happy, I'm truly blessed, you feel me? With everything that I've gathered throughout the years, I'm at a point now where I feel like I got the setup, you feel me? I got the tools that I need to be successful, you feel me? So that's the goal, man. That's what we're gonna do here. To kind of change directions and topic, I want to talk about, arm day, my current goals right now. I did start off about a month and a half ago with a fitness journey that I'm still on. I was gonna start a series of kind of explaining individuals how they can make their own transformation. But I came to the realization that everybody's gonna be different. That's why you need coaches to give you kind of like a personalized approach. Of course, you can kind of follow somewhat of the same structure, But to me, I felt like that wasn't ideal. You know, I didn't want to give somebody information that they didn't want to necessarily work for them. You know, so I'm gonna try to keep things a little bit more general, because again, the population out there, not everybody's the same. Everybody got different genetics, everybody got different goals. But as far as my goal right now, number one priority is to get lean, like extremely lean, man. The leanest I've ever gotten down to is about 170 pounds. About 170 pounds, you know, that's not, and I'm about 5'10", so that's not extremely light, but that's the leanest I've ever gotten down to. So my goal is to beat that, get down to maybe 160, and maybe even scratch 155 and see how I look. Because I remember how I looked and I remember how I felt when I was 170, man. Bro, like, what I mean, just going out, the clothes that I was wearing, like, my outfits was popping, you know what I'm saying? My skin was glowing, you know what I'm saying? I was feeling great, bro. Like, I was feeling great. And I'm gonna say, one thing that I am so anti now is bulking. Like, I did one bulk and I'm like, I'm gonna really lock in and do this bulk correctly. And not that it was a bad bulk, but I gained so much fat in the process, and then a lot of other things started happening in my life too that just turned that bulk into a dirty bulk, and from a dirty bulk to just eating whatever the heck I wanted to eat, and then just getting to a place where I was super low, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard, man. It's hard. So I'm definitely gonna stay away from bulk, man. Like, you're not gonna catch me doing a bulk anytime soon. Unless one day I decide to compete, then maybe I'll go on a bulk, but I'm gonna make sure me as a coach have a coach for myself too. You feel me? That's gonna really watch and, you know, track everything that I'm doing. But as of right now, the number one priority for me is to get lean as possible. So my calories, they're not extremely low. I'm eating about 1,900 calories, and I'm doing cardio 4 times, 5 times a week. And it's very, very, very chill cardio. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing an incline of 11 and 2.5 speed for 15 minutes. Like, that's nothing. That right there is still getting me to lose about 1 pound a week, which is ideal for right now. But once I start to turn things up, I'm gonna aim to lose about 1.2, then 1.4, then 1.5, and maybe even 2 pounds a week as I'm trying to get more cut later down the line. I wanna save all the extreme stuff until I really need it, you feel me? You know, a lot of times when people try to get cut, you feel me, they do all the extreme at the beginning. Like, they drop their calories all the way down to 1,500. They're doing all this cardio at the beginning, and then they really burn themselves out towards the end, and then they gain all that weight back. So I'm trying to take a nice pace. I'm not gonna say slow, because I definitely don't want it to be slow. It's aggressive, but I want to take a nice pace going with it, man. I saw a post not too long ago about like hammer curl workouts, saying that those workouts are kind of like useless. And I don't know, for me, I've always enjoyed doing hammer curls, you know, to build my arms. But one exercise that I've really started to implement is the reverse barbell curl. I really think that helps build up that forearm part right here. And I think that's a muscle group that a lot of people are lacking, the forearms. And every single time that I do arms, I am doing the forearms. Like, I'm doing my biceps, my triceps, and forearms every single time. Like, I'm not missing a beat on my forearms, because going for aesthetics, you know, I'm going for aesthetics. I'm not pursuing the ideal bodybuilder look. What I'm going for is more so like a movie star, actor type look. You know, I'm trying to be lean, and I'm trying to have muscles in the right places that it needs to be. And overall, just be proportionate, you know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of people, when they get into fitness, they pretty much just watch what their favorite influencers are doing. They watch what others are doing. They're trying to copy them. One thing about me, I played football all my life. So all the heavy squatting, all the heavy sprints, my legs are good for life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to add any more size to my legs as far as leg training. So I keep that very, very minimal. So my focus is definitely building up my arms, building up my shoulders, building up my chest, and having a nice back. That's what I'm doing, and that's the goal. And I'm gonna catch you at the next video.